Hello, everyone. We hope you're having an amazing day today. Netflix has no shortage of teenage dramas. In fact, we dare to say the platform has an abundance of it. Since Generation Z is basically dominating social media and social media is dominating what we watch these days, we're not surprised to see that there are a lot of dramas revolving around young people and their adventures. Don't guess us wrong, we don't have any complaints about it. But we feel like it's harder to find the ones that are worth watching when there are so many of them. Still, if we had to choose one that feels like the one show that is worth our time, we believe we would have gone with Outer Banks. As people who have grown during the peak of the dystopic teenage productions such as Divergent and The Hunger Games, we're still craving similar shows that focus on the teenagers' survival tactics. However, we also want to watch a more chilled one since the dystopias are getting tiring after a point and we need a little bit more hope in our life. So, we feel like Outer Banks presents the best of both worlds. On the one hand, there are some fantastical elements that require our teenagers to do their best to fight the enemies and survive. On the other hand, there are lots of sunshine, beaches, summer vibes, and fun atmospheres to enjoy. Thankfully, we're not the only ones that realize the value of Outer Banks. In fact, the show receives so much hype that a book series is written for it so that the fans can read it while waiting for a new season. This brings us to the topic of the third season of The Outer Banks, which is highly expected by the show's millions of fans, including us. As far as we know, Outer Banks Season 3 is already on its way since it got confirmed back in December 2021. Based on the schedule of the previous seasons, we can estimate the new season of the show to be released around August 2022 with a trailer hitting the internet around July 2022. Regarding the casting of the series, we expect to welcome back Chase Stokes as John B., Madeline Klein as Sarah Cameron, Madison Bailey as Kiara Carrera, Jonathan Davis as Pope Hayward, Reddy Panko as JJ Maybank, Austin North as Topper, Charles Essen as Ward Cameron, and Drew Starkey as Rafe Cameron. Speaking about Season 2 and the Outer Banks experience in general, Madeline Klein said the following. Season 2 was pretty hard to navigate at times because it was a very, very crazy, unprecedented type of situation. It raised the stakes from Sarah wanting to be part of a family and that she chooses to need to be part of it. So it's been an interesting thing to navigate, and I've been doing my best. I don't have any sort of personal experiences that I can draw from, obviously. We didn't realize that people would connect with us so much. I try to center myself by doing activities that bring me back down to earth, but the main thing I feel is gratitude. As far as the show's plot is concerned, we're crossing our fingers on learning the truth about John B.'s recently returned father. We have been waiting for this family for years and cannot wait for John B. to confront him as soon as possible. What are your expectations from Outer Banks Season 3? Let us know what you think in the comments below and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.